Have you ever wondered where you fit in the grand scheme of social dynamics as a man? Maybe you've been called an alpha male or a beta male, but what does that really mean? Or maybe you've heard of mysterious terms like sigma male or omega male, but aren't quite sure how they apply to you or the people around you, right? In today's video, we're breaking down the 7 male archetypes that everyone needs to know, especially you. Whether you're a guy trying to understand your own identity right here, or even a woman listening to me curious about the men in your life, then this video is for you. Stick around to discover where you fit in and what it means for your relationships and your personal growth. So I'll start from the first one. I think it's the most popular as well. Number 1, of course, is alpha male, right? The alpha male is a classic leader, the one who exudes that confidence, dominance thing in every aspect of his life. He's the guy who commands attention when he enters the room. Alphas are always successful, or maybe it's a thought, or maybe it's just a generalization, but they are often said to be successful, charismatic, socially assertive. They thrive in competitive environments and they are natural born leaders. Now, one of the biggest strengths of alpha males are that they are confident, of course, they are ambitious. They have this natural charisma that draws people into them. People want to be with them. People want to work for them, right? People want to be in their space. People want to be associated with them. They're the kind of people that people drop their names to make other people feel like they are quite in the league of the people who matter. You know, the kind of thing. They know how to take charge and they know how to get things done, which makes them very highly respected in social circles. But of course, nobody goes without weaknesses, right? Alpha males have major weaknesses because with all their confidence, they can be arrogant. Alphas might also struggle with empathy, being able to feel what other people feel. Because they are also assertive by nature, they can sometimes come off as if they are controlling or they are overly aggressive. They may also find it very difficult to show vulnerability, to speak their mind, to tell that they are struggling. These are the major weaknesses that they face. When it comes to women, of course, you know I was going to get there, right? And I'm going to talk about how this affects the women in their lives for all of the 7 archetypes, okay? Now, alpha males are typically attracted to also strong, independent women who can hold their own. They typically can't stand any other kind of women without running them down in that sense. They need somebody to match their energy, you know what I mean? So they look for partners who are confident, who are capable, people who also appreciate their being protective and like their dominant presence, because an alpha male must feel needed and must have a woman who revels in his dominance and protectiveness, right? So let's go to number 2, beta male. The beta males are often seen as some very supportive guys who are like the backbone of any group. Those are reliable, they are cooperative, they're the kind of guys who are in tune with their emotions. I kind of like these guys. While they may not be as socially dominant as alphas, betas are often like the glue that holds social dynamics together. The strength of the beta males are very obvious. They are very dependable. They are very loyal. They are emotionally intelligent. They're the kind of guys who will hold their cool even when they are not cool. You know what I mean? They're emotionally intelligent and they are great at maintaining relationships. Gosh. Yeah, they are often seen as the, in quote, nice guys who are also easy to get along with. The weaknesses of the beta males are that sometimes they can come off as lacking ambition, or they can come off as they are not assertive, they can't stand up for themselves or people they love, you know, that kind of thing. Beta males also avoid conflict a lot. They like peace to reign, right? So because of that, it can come off as weakness. You know, people can look at them like they are not quite standing up to their rights or protecting people around them. It can lead to them being overlooked sometimes or being taken for granted. You know what I mean? Now, beta males are attracted usually to women who are nurturing and empathetic. They love it. But they love women who have emotional depth, women who are stable. They seek relationships where loyalty and connection is like top of the bar, right? They don't really care for social status and dominance as long as they have loyalty and that connection and vulnerability. Now, let's go to number 3, which is another popular one, I guess. Sigma males. Sigma males are, for lack of a better way to explain it, they are this kind of enigma males. They are people who do well on their own. I don't know how to explain it. Like, so they are more like enigmatic lone wolves. They don't play by the traditional social hierarchy. They don't bother for how people see them in social circles, but still they possess this confidence and self-reliance that make them stand out. Sigmas are very independent, introspective, and often march to the beat of their own drums. They seem to play the music and dance to their own tunes. Like, they don't care what every other person is saying. At the same time, they do their thing in a way that everybody wants to connect with them and will be seeking to find ways of being in their space because they are admirable as well. Their strengths are that they are incredibly self-reliant. You can't talk down a Sigma male, right? They are also very adaptable and they are comfortable in their own skin. Leave self-confidence to the Sigma male. They don't need social validation and they can thrive in both solitude, where if they are alone, they enjoy their own company, and they also love social situations. They are good either way. Their weaknesses are that their independence can sometimes come off as them being aloof and emotionally distant. If you're in love with them, with a Sigma male, you might feel like, I don't know how to get to his core. I don't know how to know what he feels or what he feels for me, that kind of thing. Sigmas may struggle with also being able to work with teams. So teamwork is something that they have to prep themselves to be part of. Or also trying to form like social bonds with people is kind of tough for them, because of their tendency to stay on the fringes, stay on their own and all that. So that's like the typical weaknesses of a Sigma male. Now, the kind of women that Sigma males are attracted to are typically women who are independent, who are self-sufficient, and who value their own space as well. Women who are independent, autonomous, who are not seeking for anybody to tell them what to do in that sense. They also prefer partners who are not overly dependent. And partners who are not clingy, but who also kind of appreciate deep, meaningful connections when they happen. You know what I mean? That's Sigma males for you. Number 4, Omega males. The Omega male is that quintessential outsider. They are highly intelligent and highly creative. Omega males often have unique, or let me say niche interests that set them apart from the crowd. They are incredibly comfortable being alone, and they are usually indifferent to social status, all of that. They don't care. They don't care really. The strengths that they have is that they are incredibly intelligent and they know it. They are incredibly creative and they have this deep niche knowledge in specific areas. They dig deep and wide on a specific thing. They are non-conformists and they also value individuality. They are their own heroes. The weaknesses of Omega males are somewhat in the guise of their strength in that sense, because Omega males lack social skills. So because of that, they come off as socially awkward, and sometimes they can be seen as eccentric, weird, nerdist, just that guy. Their indifference also to social norms and all that can make them be excluded from things. People just don't add them to stuff. So that is one of the weaknesses that they have. Omega males are attracted to women who appreciate intellectual depth. Of course, because they are kind of deep, they love women who sit in with them, appreciate what they do, applaud them, encourage them. So women who also appreciate their depth of creativity are the kind of women they are drawn to. They also often connect with women who are open-minded, and women who are open to accepting non-traditional social roles. They don't like women who are typically traditional, who say this is how we do things. No, they won't flow with a typical Omega male, right? The 5th male archetype are Delta males. Okay, Delta males are the unsung heroes of our everyday life. Now, they are those hardworking males who are very dependable, who prefer to avoid drama and chaos. They might not even seek the spotlight at all. They're not interested, but they are also essential to the function of any group or society. They are comfortable being of help to other people. They are comfortable not even being appreciated. They are self-sacrificing, let me put it that way. Their major strengths as males are they are reliable, they are practical, they are skilled in specific areas as well. That every man, because you can trust that they know what to do in every situation. They know how to fix things. They get things done, and you can count on them. Oh, I love this kind of males as well. Just in my research, I discovered that Delta males have been a blessing to my life in so many stages of it. Like every normal person, human being, they also have their weaknesses. Delta males are sometimes passive, right? Again, they can harbor resentment. So even though they can feel self-sacrificing, like they don't care when you don't applaud them because they're always there, they're always the ones to come, they're always the one to be there first. They can also harbor resentment when they are continually overlooked or not appreciated for the things that they do, which is, I think, normal. They may lack ambition or assertiveness, so they are the kind of people who are very loyal. When they have an employer, they are quick to be loyal and be there without having to seek other things. Also, when it comes to social settings, they don't quite know what to do, right? If you allow them to say, okay, what do you want to do in that sense? So yeah, they're not assertive, especially in social settings. The kind of women they're attracted to is also very interesting. Delta males are usually attracted to women who value stability and practicality. Women who love men who are going, who are doing stuff, people who are stable, who are not easily swayed by people's opinion. Those are the kind of women that they also flock towards. They often connect with women also who are supportive, of course, and women who appreciate the importance of everyday responsibilities, because that's where their superpowers are. They want to make sure things are working well every day in every situation, and they love women who appreciate those things that they bring to the table in that sense. The sixth one are Gamma males. Gamma males are very introspective males, and they are very empathetic. They feel for other people genuinely. They are empaths, like you're saying. They value personal growth and self-improvement above every other thing. They are suckers for personal growth, becoming a better version of themselves, self-improvement, always kind of judging themselves and trying to be better. They are adaptable, seek to better themselves and their situations or circumstances at every point. More like people you can call continuous learners. That's the Gamma male for you. Their strengths are that they are emotionally intelligent. They know what to do and say at the right time. They know how to control their emotions. Of course, they are empathetic. They feel for people. So that also makes them very highly adaptable to situations and changes and stuff. They value self-improvement, like I've said, and personal growth. And that makes them very well-rounded individuals, if you get that, right? Their weaknesses are that because they are introspective, right, they can come off as people who always overthink things. Overthinkers, they can judge themselves harshly so many times. They can never feel like they have done anything very good. They always judge themselves and self-criticize. That overthinking can also make them not be fast with execution in that sense. They also struggle with being assertive and sometimes be perceived as very indecisive people. That's a weakness of Gamma males. Now, who is the kind of woman that they typically will fall in love with or get attracted to? Gamma males are usually attracted to women who value personal growth and emotional intelligence. Of course. They seek partners who are also introspective. Did that shock you? And they also seek partners who are interested in building meaningful, balanced relationships. And women who also bring a lot of stability and decision making together with them on the table. The final, but of course not the least, are the Zeta male. Have you ever heard of this? Zeta males are the ultimate non-conformists. So you thought it was the other ones. Now, let me introduce you to this particular male archetype. They reject traditional expectations of masculinity and they forge their entire whole path. Zeta males value freedom like air. They breathe in and breathe out freedom. That's what they thrive on. They are very independent, and above all, they are always the kind of people who challenge social norms. They can never follow the social norms. The normal thing everybody is doing is very absurd to them, and they refuse it with all their minds. Of course, the Zeta males have strengths in their being fiercely independent and they are unafraid to challenge the status quo. They say their mind, they take their stand, they don't care whose ox is God. They are comfortable in their own skin and they value their freedom to live life on their own terms. What are the weaknesses of the Zeta males? This independence that they feel can sometimes lead to people also isolating them, and they are usually mostly misunderstood as well. Zeta males may struggle with authority or societal norms and can sometimes lack direction or purpose. So, because they are focused on their individuality, sometimes they can come off as people who don't really know what they want or what they are up to. The kind of women that Zeta males are attracted to are typically women who are also independent and non-conformist. Yeah, because it takes birds of the same feather to flock together, right? They connect with women who appreciate freedom also, and women who don't want to conform to social norms, and they value partners who challenge traditional roles as well. Like you heard it. So where do you fit in these archetypes? Are you an alpha commanding attention, or a sigma charting your own cause, or a zeta completely unsure of why you are fighting everyone but you are happy in your own freedom? Which of them? Let me know in the comment section below. Which one also resonates with you or somebody you know? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to also like this video so that more males and women can also find it. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. If you're interested in diving deeper into personality growth, because I'm planning to take them one after the other and dig in so that you can understand your social dynamics, understand who you are more, then check out other videos that are linked here. Thanks for watching, and remember that no matter where you fit in, understanding yourself is the first step to unlocking your full potential, and you are amazing just the way you are, right? Remember, on this channel we give power, and that's who you are. You have the power to be all that you are called to be, and I'll see you again in the next video. Keep being amazing. All right, bye.